When news first emerged about the SR-72, many dismissed it as another far-fetched concept. But as more details surfaced, it became increasingly clear that Lockheed Martin was working on something truly groundbreaking. What's really happening behind the closed doors of the Skunk Works division? Has the future of American aviation already arrived, just hidden from view? Origins in stealth and speed, with its sleek, needle-nosed fuselage and swept wings featuring twin nacelles, the SR-72. Sounds like a futuristic marvel, but its roots lie in one of the most iconic aircraft of the Cold War, the SR-71 Blackbird. Developed to perform high-altitude reconnaissance at unprecedented speeds, the Blackbird became a symbol of American aerial dominance. It was powered by twin Pratt & Whitney J58 turbojet engines, which allowed it to cruise at Mach 3.2 and soar at 85,000 feet, an altitude so extreme that its pilots had to wear pressure suits, similar to those used in space missions. Beyond its speed, the SR-71 was a masterpiece of stealth for its era. Its skin was coated with radar-absorbing paint made from iron ferrite compounds, reducing radar visibility and enabling efficient heat dissipation. This black coating not only served a technical function, but also gave the aircraft its sinister nickname, the Blackbird. Pioneering aerospace materials constructed with approximately 85% titanium and complemented by polymer composites, the SR-71 used specially developed titanium alloys that could withstand extreme flight conditions. However, designing for Mach 3+ flight was no small feat. Engineers employed a corrugated outer skin instead of a smooth one to allow for expansion and contraction caused by thermal stresses. This unique design earned the aircraft a playful nickname, the Mach 3 Ford Trimotor. Fuselage panels were loosely fitted at ground level and sealed themselves mid-flight as the airframe expanded by several inches. Even the cockpit canopy included innovations, a multi-layer quartz windshield ultrasonically bonded to a titanium frame. These measures allowed the aircraft to maintain structural integrity even when exposed to external temperatures exceeding 600 degrees Celsius. Additionally, engineers added cesium-based fuel additives to reduce the visibility of the aircraft's exhaust plume, a novel solution aimed at minimizing infrared detectability. The end of a legend and the birth of a successor despite its legendary performance. The SR-71 was retired in the late 1990s, mainly due to its operational cost and advancements in satellite surveillance. While NASA continued to fly the last two aircraft until 1999, the Blackbird's retirement left a significant gap in America's high-speed reconnaissance capabilities. The defense community soon began speculating about what might come next. Enter the SR-72. Concept rumors of a Blackbird successor began circulating in the early 2000s, though most of the public remained unaware. Inside Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works, however, engineers were already laying the groundwork for a revolutionary aircraft. By partnering with Aerojet Rocketdyne, they began developing an advanced propulsion system that could handle the transition from subsonic to hypersonic flight. The centerpiece of this innovation is the turbine-based combined cycle (TBCC) engine, a hybrid system that combines the efficiency of a turbojet at lower speeds with the blistering speed of a scramjet at high velocities. This dual-mode approach allows the SR-72 to take off and land using conventional jet propulsion before transitioning mid-flight to scramjet mode for hypersonic speeds. But achieving stable performance at Mach 5 and above introduces immense thermal and aerodynamic challenges. Conventional metals cannot survive these temperatures, so engineers looked toward composite materials used in ICBMs and retired space shuttles, high-performance blends of carbon, ceramic, and metal. Design philosophy and strategic vision. In 2013, Lockheed Martin broke its silence and officially confirmed the existence of the SR-72 program. The company boldly claimed the aircraft would fly at Mach 6, double the speed of its predecessor. This statement was not made lightly. Engineers emphasized that the SR-71 was built using slide rules and manual calculations, whereas the SR-72 would benefit from decades of advancement in digital design, 3D modeling, and additive manufacturing. Much of the knowledge feeding into the SR-72 design was collected during DARPA's Falcon Hypersonic Technology Vehicle 2 (HTV-2) program, which tested hypersonic aerodynamics, navigation, and control systems. The SR-72 would take this data and apply it to a manned, or at least optionally piloted, platform. Lockheed introduced a new mantra to reflect this shift. Speed is the new stealth. From concept to reality, by 2016, Lockheed's CEO announced they were on the brink of building a functioning prototype. By 2018, Lockheed Vice President Jack Oban reaffirmed these plans, stating that innovations in additive manufacturing and computational fluid dynamics had made the son of Blackbird more than just a dream. This next-generation aircraft could be built faster, more precisely, and more affordably than any hypersonic craft before it. The SR-72 is expected to be armed with hypersonic missiles, perhaps even variants of the AGM-183 ARW. Firing such weapons at hypersonic speeds poses enormous challenges, but Lockheed already demonstrated similar capabilities with the YF-12 interceptor, a variant of the SR-71 that successfully launched air-to-air missiles at over Mach 3. These weapons, traveling at multiple times the speed of sound, could give the United States an unmatched first strike capability in future conflicts, enabling rapid neutralization of enemy targets across the globe within minutes. The pop culture connection and international curiosity in an unexpected twist, Skunk Works collaborated with the producers of Top Gun: Maverick to design a fictional aircraft called DARKSTAR, featured in the film. The design was so convincing that Chinese intelligence allegedly redirected a spy satellite to photograph the set, believing it to be a real experimental aircraft. The speculation only fueled further belief that the SR-72 program was far more advanced than publicly admitted. This wasn't the first time Hollywood and advanced aerospace design crossed paths, but it certainly was one of the most dramatic. The realistic appearance of DARKSTAR served as a powerful demonstration of Lockheed's ability to blend cutting-edge technology with public intrigue, reinforcing its reputation as the go-to contractor for next-generation military aviation. What lies ahead for hypersonic flight initially? Test flights for the SR-72 were expected around 2025, but timelines have since shifted toward 2027 or later. Despite this delay, the aircraft remains a central element of the U.S. Air Force's hypersonic roadmap. Budget allocations have been secured, ensuring continued research and development. Hypersonic platforms like the SR-72 are also critical too. Strategic deterrence in an era where near-peer rivals are investing heavily in their own hypersonic capabilities. Yet major questions remain. What will be the final cost of this ambitious program? Will the SR-72 ever be made available for export? And perhaps most importantly, can it live up to the legendary status of the Blackbird, an aircraft that evaded over 4,000 missile launches? During its career without a single loss? One thing is certain: if the SR-72 achieves even half of what it promises, it will redefine the limits of aviation as we know it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe,